Well, here's the latest addition to the farm. Got a few ducks. And these are 3 female white Pekin ducks and 1 male there that's a different color. I believe he's a khaki Campbell, or possibly a mixed breed one. And there's one of the bulls sounding off down there, a young one. But I got these for free actually. That was pretty good. Probably about 3 weeks ago. And they're doing pretty good here. And it's getting to the end of the day and starting to go in their coop. This is the garden where I had them. It's fenced in. You can see my garden beds here. But I'd put up some fence around it to keep the chickens out so they wouldn't scratch in the garden beds, and that made a pretty handy pen to put these guys in. And this old coop was in here. It's just a little chicken coop that someone built on a pallet, and someone gave it to me. So when we got them, I put them in there, and they've taken right to it. They go in on their own at night. When it gets towards dark, I just shut the door on them. And they're pretty neat. I like having them around. The way I ended up getting them was kind of a sad story. It came from a friend of a friend who is an older woman who is going blind, and she had a ton of birds of all kinds that she had to get rid of. She raised turkeys and broiler chickens for meat, and regular chickens and the ducks. And other than her meat chickens that she was still raising for sale, she's going to sell this fall, she was giving away all the other birds. So me and a couple other people went and ended up getting about 25 or so chickens and these guys. And I ended up sort of claiming the ducks, pretty much just because my garden here was the best place to put them, so I ended up with them. Was hoping to get some eggs, and it's been a few weeks and I haven't seen any. And I believe I've read somewhere that they actually, their laying season, particularly for Pekins, is pretty much like early spring and into July. So won't be any eggs from them this year, I guess, but hopefully next year. And I guess it's bedtime, but they're pretty neat. They're really timid, which in some ways is kind of nice because they tend to bunch up and you can actually kind of herd them around, which you really can't do with chickens. And like I said, they always go right in their coop at night, which is also difficult to get chickens to do sometimes. And it's pretty neat having them around. I don't know if I would have just decided to get ducks, but I ended up with these, and having them has actually kind of made me thinking about getting some more ducks in the spring, maybe from Tractor Supply or somewhere, maybe some of the, probably either more white Pekins or more khaki Campbells. The Pekins are pretty much the best duck for meat, and they lay somewhat, whereas the khaki Campbells are excellent layers, actually better than most chickens. Pretty much from what I've read, actually tied with like leghorns as far as egg production, which is excellent. So I'll maybe get some of those. And so who knows? That might be the project for the spring, building a duck coop and getting some ducklings. But that's that. They're finally kind of getting used to me now. For the first couple of weeks, they would be panicking right now, to be this close to me and kind of cornered in the coop there. But they're settling down. For the first few days, they didn't hardly want to come out of the coop. I had their water tubs over here, and they would just come out that far to swim and drink, but gradually they came out and explored the rest of the pen here, which has plenty of space to forage around and get stuff. And then they started even going out. I'd leave the door open for them during the day and then go out and explore the rest of the yard. But I guess it's bedtime for the ducks, so I'll leave them alone now, and I'll talk to you later.